Good morning, everybody. It's another sunrise, so I'm outside in the backyard collecting this first light of the day, signaling my body it's time to wake up. It's time to start getting all the appropriate light signals for all the appropriate times of day, so I'll be spending as much time as I can outside today, letting the sun hit my skin and get in my eyes as much as possible, keeping all my biological functioning working properly, keeping my circadian rhythm on time, and getting all the light to let my body do what it needs to do. Embracing my environment just like I should. Having breakfast out here this morning in the backyard. We got the 1 pound of the raw grass finished ground beef, the proper nutrition, the ideal nutrition, my favorite meal. So I'm going to hang out back here, get straight into it, and get my day going. I hope whatever time of day it is where you are, when you're watching this, you're having a really good day. I hope you're getting in a lot of healthy habits. I hope if you've started to do these things that I show you more often, that you're starting to feel improvements. So have a good rest of your day. Keep doing all these good things, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Good morning. Alright, it's dinner time, so of course I'm outside to eat my meal. For dinner today, I've got 1 pound of raw grass finished ground beef with some salt added into it for the electrolytes. I'm out here barefoot, of course, so I'm grounded to the earth, picking up electrons that way. Getting some sun, even though I'm in the shade, picking up more free electrons that way, and gonna get even more electrons from my nutrition when my body breaks down my food to give me more energy, keep my cells healthy so they can give me energy to do things I want, and give my body energy to heal and recover and do everything it needs to do when I'm resting. So another benefit I wanted to talk about eating the meat raw like I do. The grass finished beef is a good source of omega-3 fats and DHA, which are vital for our brain health. So when we cook the meat, those fats are sensitive to oxidization, so we can potentially lose some of the benefits that we get from it, and we're losing a lot of the fat because we're rendering it out of the meat when we cook it. And when we don't cook it, all the fat stays in it, so we're getting as much DHA and omega-3 as possible, which, as I said, are great for our brain health, so it keeps us in tip-top shape. So I'm gonna hang out here, keep getting some nice light, keep my body on time while I enjoy my dinner. And I know I touched on this yesterday too, but as I was just talking about, you lose a good amount of the fat in the meat when you cook it, depending on how long you cook it for. The longer you cook it, obviously the more fat you lose. But I think you might want to take that into an account from a financial standpoint too. If you're eating a carnivore diet and you're cooking your meat, you're really losing money because all the nutrition that we'd be getting from the fats and the water that's in the beef that we're cooking out, you're losing that. So you're losing energy, so you'll need to eat more. You're not getting as much food, so you're basically losing money. When what we run on is fat, we use fat as energy when we do this type of eating. So I want to get all the fat I can, and that's what I'm spending my money on, is so I can get the high fat content. So just another benefit, as I said, you're saving money this way because you won't need to eat as much. If you're cooking your meat, you're going to need to eat more food. So eating it raw will save you money, keep you more satiated, help your hunger signals. And I also think that if you're someone who wants to get into a carnivore diet and you feel like you might not digest meat as well, eating it raw can also be really helpful for digestion, because in the cooking process, you're also um, you're getting rid of some of the enzymes that are heat sensitive that may aid in digestion. So maybe give raw a try if you're worried about not being able to digest meat. You might feel a real difference. I believe you would. I find that raw is the easiest form to digest for me. I digest cooked meat just fine, but this is the best. Really nice day out today. Lots of good light. So I'm going to hang out here. Like I said, keep getting into dinner and just enjoying my day. I hope everyone, you're enjoying your day as well. I hope you're getting in a lot of good lifestyle habits and you're feeling good and you're feeling healthy. All right, everybody. So it's just about sunset here. So I'm outside in the front yard, getting the last bit of grounding in, getting the last bit of light in for the day, all the good infrared light, getting some fresh air, just relaxing, enjoying the day, getting ready to start settling down. This last light of the evening is going to signal my body that it's time to rest. And I stress at sunset in these videos how important it is for us to embrace the darkness once the sun's gone. I want to get into that in a little more detail right now. So I've been trying to learn more about the role of melanin and why we develop melanin and the extreme importance of it. Most things in our body, well, our whole body contains melanin. We start developing melanin through our skin. So when we get sun exposure during the day, we start to tan. And when we tan and we get darker, that's because our skin is creating melanin. Our internal organs, our brains, our inner ears, everything in our body also contains melanin, and it's very important that those things receive melanin. So to tie it all together, the light we get during the day is so important because it's creating the melanin on our exteriors. And then when the light goes away, when the sun sets as it's doing now, there's darkness. And as I've talked about before, each cell inside of our body emits light. It emits a very weak UV light. And so when there's no more light outside and it's dark on the outside of our body, so our skin, our exterior is being exposed to darkness, the only remaining light is being created by our cells inside our body. So this causes the melanin that we've created in our skin to actually migrate into our interior. So things like our brain that have melanin in it, things like our inner ears, things like our internal organs, our soft internal muscles, like all of our different sphincter doors that we have in our esophagus and separating our intestines that need to be full of melanin in order to hold electrical charges and properly function that the way they're supposed to. So this is why the role of melanin is so important, and the role of darkness is so important, and the role of light. So it all starts on the outside, again, to try and recap, just so I'm explaining this correctly. The melanin starts on our exterior because we're getting the sunlight. The sunlight goes away and darkness hits. So we have darkness on our exterior. Then our inside cells emit light. So the melanin on our exterior migrates to our interior because that's where the light is. So it's important that we're embracing full darkness at nighttime so that our insides get the opportunity to receive the melanin, so that our melanin actually migrates inside of our bodies, goes to all of our organs and internal muscles in our brains, our ears, everything inside of us, so that they can have the melanin. Because if they don't get melanized, then over time you'll develop problems. For example, if your different sphincter doors aren't melanized and able to hold electrical charge and stay closed, you'll develop gut issues, or you might have chronic heartburn issues because your esophageal sphincter can't stay closed, so the acid in your stomach rises into your esophagus. Or, like I said, your intestinal doors won't close, so you'll get bacteria in your short or long intestine, small or large intestine, that aren't supposed to be there. Or your brain won't get melanin, and that can lead to neurodegenerative diseases. Or your inner ears won't receive melanin, and that can lead to hearing loss, or organs that need melanin can start to develop damage. So everything inside of us needs this melanin, and we need the darkness to get the melanin inside of our bodies. So all the proper light signals are important. You can't just get some and not have the other. You can't have the light and not get the dark and expect to get the health benefits. You need to embrace the light during the day to develop the melanin on your skin, and embrace the darkness at night to let the melanin migrate inside of our bodies. I think this stuff is extremely interesting, and the more I learn about it, the more it starts to make sense. I'm doing my best to explain it in my own words from all the information that I hear on podcasts or information that I read online about this stuff. So again, I just think it's super interesting. It's all stuff I've never heard before, so I'm learning while I'm trying to teach you guys about this stuff. And I know that it sounds magic almost, because it's such like mind-blowing, like centralized way of thought, shattering things. We haven't been taught that melanin works in these ways, and as new information comes out, it's just becoming groundbreaking. So anyway, I'd like to keep talking more about this. I need to keep learning more about it, but everything I just said, I think I spoke with accuracy, and I stress again the importance of melanin on our bodies. I hope to learn more and tell you more, and I'm gonna continue to stay out here and think about what I've been learning. Keep enjoying this last light of the day. Try and show you that sunset just dropped down behind the hills. And I look forward to another day tomorrow, another good day. Whatever I end up doing, showing you more of my quantum habits. Keep doing all these habits with consistency. Keep sharing with you all. Keep trying to help you guys become more healthy along with me. Trying to make the world a healthier place. And it all starts on an individual level. I need to continue to build my health, and you guys need to continue to build your health on an individual level, and that'll make the world a more healthy place. And when everyone's more healthy, people are more happy, more kind, more loving. So the world becomes a better place when we focus on our health. So that's it for me today. It's time to start embracing the darkness so my body can pull in all this melanin that I've created today into my insides, rest and recover. And I'll catch you guys in the morning tomorrow. Good night, everybody.